Welcome to the show. I know it's been a little bit, but they're telling me to we got to self-quarantine, we got to quarantine, we got to stay away from people. So I figured that meant don't do a video.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Nah, I'm kidding. I know that's not how this works. I have just been crazy busy here recently. A while back, my ex gave me her car to put a new transmission in. I pulled the transmission out, learned how to rebuild a transmission because I didn't know how to do it before, and then we ran out of money. So the transmission failed, this and that. I had to go buy her a different one, and finally we had a break in the weather. So thought it'd be a great time. My son and I jump in the car. We're using her car because she has another car. We're using that in order to transport the transmission back and forth, and we go to the junkyard with it for a couple of days, and I realized, wait a minute, this is making a weird noise. I've got to check the oil. Shouldn't put oil in our car. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll throw some oil in it. Well, then 2 days later, the thing threw a chunk of a connecting rod through the block. So now I've got two broken down cars in my backyard from my son's mom. And so I've just been putting a lot of time into either researching how to fix a blown up Kia motor or fixing a blown up Chevy transmission. So that's where I have been. How have you guys been doing? How are you guys enjoying this coronavirus stuff, huh? I've been trying not to make a video on the coronavirus. Honest to God, I see all the shit out there, and nobody knows what to report on, but that's all the news that's out there. That's another reason I haven't made a video in a little while. Everybody's putting out papers on their findings of this virus, all this rushed research, all these guesses and hopes and dreams. And, one of my favorite ones was there's a study that showed that infants cannot get the coronavirus from their mother. And then there's a study the next day saying infant has coronavirus from mother. Why didn't you wait to vet your work a little bit? Why are these people rushing to get this stuff out there? And maybe that's where we'll start, because this is going to end up being a coronavirus-esque, COVID-19-esque video. And you might notice that I'm not even trying to edit this thing. I just want to get it out there, see how you guys are doing, give you guys some fun tips, some pointers of what to do, look at the bright side of this virus maybe, and we will take it from there. But something I found kind of funny here, like when we're talking about bad information, misinformation, how about people trying to sell a silver solution that you can drink that will keep you from getting the coronavirus? Or there's all these scams where they want you to try their new herbal remedy, or that bleach one keeps coming up, that magical miracle elixir keeps coming up as, it'll cure your coronavirus. Don't believe these things. We're smart enough to know that. Another one they bring up here, this one I think is hilarious, is these face masks. Now, just real quick, check out this attempt at a face mask. That's gonna help you, buddy, right? I saw that, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, well, that's just not how that works. Of course, these people wearing these doctors' face masks, they don't work either. Those are actually designed to keep you from spitting on your patient, or from you exhaling your germs onto your patients. It's not designed to keep you from inhaling what's in the air. It's not going to help you, buddy. And boy, can I say that these friggin' influencers and stuff selling their branded merch versions of face masks are fucking ridiculous. Excuse my language, I know I don't usually curse in my videos, but all you assholes out there that are trying to profit off of people's fears and selling them not even a medical grade mask, you deserve to burn. There's a special place in hell for people like you. Anyway, I digress. Now, another thing I do want to say for you guys keeping yourself safe, be safe out there. Watch what, if you're looking into these coronavirus maps, the COVID-19 maps, where they track the outbreak and things like that, there's a lot of fake maps. They're real maps, but they're put out by questionable sources. If the map says it's from the government, make sure it's a .gov. Make sure it's actually what it says it is, because there are hackers out there using this opportunity in order to hack people's computers. You open up that fake map on your web browser, you give it permissions, and next thing you know, you've got a Trojan on your computer. There are also phishing scams going on right now, fake charities right now. People try to profit from disaster, and we just need to be smarter than these people who are trying to make a buck off of us. Something I find great is, and I don't want to be smiling about it because this is COVID-19. It is a scary thing, but it's also bringing about the use of a lot of robots. That's something we haven't had. I mean, yeah, we've got some certain manufacturing robots, but society isn't going to change without something to change society. So we haven't had a reason to really be using robots as disinfectants, as medical personnel, as things like that. But with people social distancing now, when we need to communicate, we still have to be able to communicate. So there's been like a lot of telepresence, a lot of telemanipulation through robots. There's also been robots running around hospitals doing sanitization work, robot in-betweens working as a receptionist would. They're even using robots to drive around through China and spray disinfectants or traverse subway cars, spraying out a hydrogen peroxide solution. So now that these self-driving robots, and like the ones that are shown there in China, those are actually designed to be delivery robots. Well, this is getting them real-world use and proving their functionality. Once this is over, what are these robots going to be doing? I bet you we're going to start seeing them on the road a lot more often, delivering groceries, doing stuff like that. And this is really going to help integrate all of these kinds of cool robots into our day-to-day life. And just for something I thought was kind of neat, this is how you walk a dog. That's pretty cool, right? If you got the drone, you might as well use it. Now, thinking about ways to use technology during the coronavirus here, another one I thought was great is a group of students that were isolated from school. You know, they're sitting at home. They had their graduation coming up, but they weren't allowed to attend their graduation. So what do? You build a graduation hall in Minecraft. The whole class, the teachers, everybody got together at school in Japan and built a commencement ceremony on a Minecraft server and held their graduation, even being handed in-game diplomas. Cool, right? I mean, people can come together and overcome, and I just think this is a great use of computer, internet, and Minecraft. There might be some issues too. I mean, I'm sure people are bored sitting at home, and if you are, check out NASA's website. Not only is there some cool stuff to do there with your kids, some STEM related science experiments, projects, things like that, but there's also stuff there for adults, some advanced reading, some advanced learning. There's also a website called Slooh, S-L-O-O-H. They are a free service that allows you access to different telescopes around the world. Now, I'm not talking like, oh yay, my little back porch telescope. No, we're talking the big arrays. This allows just at-home viewers to see what's in the night sky. That's pretty neat. I know they used to offer classes and stuff. I used to go there quite a bit. But there are all sorts of online databases to read through, things to look at. If you're a college student, I know Adobe is giving away free copies of their software, so that way you can edit videos or do Photoshop, that kind of stuff from home for free. I think you need a college login for that one. You know, another great thing to do is just sit at home and read. You know, just read. There's also a thing from NASA. I'll link it in the description. It is an astronaut's guide to living in a small environment. You know, for all you people quarantined, this is how the NASA astronauts get through it on the space station. Something to look at if you want to see how they do. What else? Well, if you have questions concerning the coronavirus, your best source is someone smarter than me. Google has a coronavirus website. It is up, it is running, and it is linked in the description. Check it out. It gives you everything you need to know. All the official information that there is, everything there has been vetted. It is a much better source than listening to a Facebook group or an online personality. And, I just want to wrap all this up with some good news. Let's look at some of the positive that came out of the coronavirus. Like, check out this map of Wuhan. That is a map that is showing the nitrogen levels in the air over Wuhan before, during, and current for this coronavirus outbreak. Now you can see here the levels are going back up as they're ramping up their manufacturing. They're spitting out more pollutants, but it's been saving the environment. And you can see here in this map of Europe, look at those emission numbers going down. As people quarantine, there's less cars on the road, there's less nitrogen in the air, there's less carbon dioxide in the air, and it's a positive thing. In fact, this report that is, this paper being reported on by Forbes states that 77,000 people may have had their lives saved just in China alone because of the coronavirus. That's pretty interesting. There is a thing out there that says that, people are dying because of the air pollution. And they feel that just in this period of time, 77,000 lives have been saved from the shutdown. That's interesting. Now, I have to wonder how you come up with that number, because that one doesn't make sense to me. There's a lot of data. A lot of people analyze data. But how can you say, hey, this person's dead at the end of the year, but wouldn't have been if it wasn't for that pesky air pollution? Or how do you know? You know what I mean? There's some liberties being taken there, I feel. But hey, it helps make an impact, and it helps people really see what they want them to see. Now, of course, there's all sorts of positives to this coronavirus shutdown. Another one that I thought was pretty amazing was that the canals in Venice, you can actually see the fish in them now. They're foggy usually, they're cloudy, they're all disturbed from boats going up and down and whatnot, and they're finally clear again. That hasn't happened in decades. That's kind of amazing. And I'm sure you see this kind of pollution reduction around the world. If less cars are on the road, there's less fumes going in the air, there's less people littering, because a lot of people throw garbage right out their windows. I bet you there's less litter. It's all positives. And I know you might be cracking up sitting at home. I think we all are. It's okay to get out and take a walk. Stay away from people, I know there's plenty of people telling you this is a hoax, this is fake. Look, it doesn't seem to be as deadly as some of the other viruses that have gone through. But at the same time, why take the risk? If this is what we're doing, let's just do it. Don't be one of those assholes out on spring break trying to party during the middle of a pandemic. Stay at home. Enjoy your time with your loved ones. Watch a couple YouTube videos. Improve yourself a little bit. I know, even spots like MIT offer free online learning. You can take some math classes, stuff like that. Enrich your life. Make yourself a better person. Make the world around you a little bit better. Wash your hands. Until my next video, just have fun, be safe, and stay healthy.